Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included in the Ultimate Base 3.0. In the previous episode we have finished the new oxygen system. We now have switched completely to producing oxygen with electrolyzers. This is a self-containing system. We don't have to add cooling or power to the system. It is absolutely fabulous, and so far it seems to be working. We're getting the oxygen to first fill up these suits, then they're gonna go through the means of bridges over to these suits and this guy over here, and then the rest is just gonna be distributed with a couple of gas vents inside of the base. Overall, I don't think we're gonna have an issue with just one electrolyzer. We should be able to support 8 duplicants, so let's hope for the best. In today's episode, I want to focus on 3 things. First of all, excavating a bit more. We still also have to do the basement here at the bottom. Camille just got themselves trapped, but that seems like an easy fix, yeah. Actually, that was not an easy fix. Let's maybe do that and force her to go out. And then, what is this glossy drecko doing here? Let's wrangle this guy up. Also, Camille, what have you done? Why are you always hurt? Anyways, I said 3 things are going to be the focus. One thing is excavating, the other thing is going to be to use the telescope and explore our immediate surroundings in space. And then my third objective is going to be to analyze a couple of dormant geysers and volcanoes. For instance, this guy here is idle, so that we don't want to excavate. However, potentially this minor volcano, it's just dormant, and all we would have to do is surround it with a bunch of igneous rock tiles, for instance, or should we go with ceramic tiles? I mean, it might be nice to actually do this with ceramic tiles. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, at least with the volcanoes that are really hot. Where's my kiln? For ceramic, we're gonna need clay, which we have 77 tons of, and coal. We still have lots of coal. So this is actually not a hard material to acquire. We just have to do a whole lot of crafting, and preferably we would have a chest with an auto sweeper here with everything that is required, so this can always deliver. But I'm just gonna let my duplicants fill this up for now. I would argue we are gonna need at least 1 or 2 more atmosuit docks, so I'm gonna take this apart, move the gas pump over by 1. Where is this hooked up to even? Yeah, it's gonna be easy. We just have to move things over slightly, and that is gonna be a quite easy fix. Pump over there, give me 2 more atmosuit docks, copper of course. 1 here, 1 there. We gotta make sure we still fill this up, and of course the piping here, we now have to change that. So let me just get rid of the bridges here as well. Gotta reroute how we expel the carbon dioxide a little bit. And then of course here we're gonna build 2 more exosuits out of copper to fill those new stations. And this way I will have more duplicants being able to work here in the cellar. A lot of them are just idle because they're waiting for an atmosuit. Unacceptable, of course. There it is, our first piece of ceramic. We're gonna add that to the drop-off list here. And now, as an insulated tile, we have the opportunity to take ceramic. And even if we compare this to igneous rock, the differences are noticeable. So ceramic comes with a thermal conductivity of 0.006, while igneous rock comes with 0.02. So it's extreme, it's like half of it. Ceramic, the second to best material for insulation, so we're gonna have to wait until we have at least enough ceramic to surround the volcano, and then we're gonna analyze it should it still be dormant. In the meantime, I would say we're also gonna prepare the upstairs. Now, I do not want a lot of air escaping. We're just gonna do a little telescoping, and then we're gonna close off the upstairs again until I have a better solution. But until then, I would like to go up in a staircase pattern, for instance, something like this. Actually, thinking about it, we don't even need ladders for this. We can just open up 3 tiles here, 3 tiles there, and then go up like so. This way, my duplicant is going to be capable of going all the way up to the surface of the planetoid. And because of the wiggly nature here, air is going to have troubles just being sucked out into space. Now, my dupes will be coming here without an atmosuit. That might be a mistake. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up now. And we're gonna close this off. This way my dupes will be leaving the base on the left side. It's not that much of a redirect, and we will have atmosuits whenever we leave the base. Also, if I close this up, all the oxygen we're gathering at the moment is gonna be reserved for inside of the starter base or all the atmosuit docks. So we just don't pump oxygen all over the planetoid. Let's make sure to deliver 2 more suits to these new stations. And I believe the rest is successfully hooked up. Well, maybe power is missing. I think one vent we can take care of easily is this guy here. It's also dormant. We're gonna analyze it right away at highest priority, and I also want to make sure these guys start digging this quickly. And so we knock out one geyser or vent after another. When they are dormant, then we're gonna close them off, just like we did with the natural gas geyser, and as soon as we're ready to do something with it, it's there for the taking. And there it is. It's much more beautiful than I anticipated for a hot polluted oxygen vent. But you don't only get 500 degrees oxygen, it is polluted. It's kind of crazy. Now we should be seeing Devon coming along. Wonderful. And we're doing the analysis. Great. If we're lucky, this guy's not gonna activate before we're done, and then we can close it off. Right, we were done analyzing the oxygen vent, I enclosed it, and I also took myself the liberty of analyzing this volcano that is going to be active in 40 cycles. So we have plenty of time to build this ceramic tile. We even have the time to pump out the room, which would be kind of useful in the spirit of not getting carbon dioxide that is over 1000 degrees hot. Yeah, considering we have so much time, I think I might just do that. We can enlarge the room so we can fit a pump. You know, we could make it quite easy on us if we just made a temporary liquid lock here with just a drop of water. We take out this insulated tile and we will be able to set up a pump, clean out the room and still close it off like this. That is gonna be the game plan. Let's speed this up. Another thing I noticed that we're gonna have to address very soon is the hydrogen is actually accumulating. We're producing more hydrogen than we need to run this system. At least I think so. Yeah, it's only hooked up to this system and we already have 10.2 kilograms of hydrogen. And this means we are even capable of siphoning off some hydrogen, and I would like to do this in a specific way. First of all, I would like to fill up this pipe. This pipe needs to be full all the time, so we would have to do this with a bridge. Yeah, it would have been easier to do this with access to the room. How can we do this elegantly? I mean, preferably I would like to have it here, so we have many pipes full of hydrogen that are queuing up for the generator. And then we could extract the rest of the hydrogen this way into another area. However, in the spirit of being able to access it still, I'm gonna attempt this one here. That means we're gonna have 4 full pipes queuing up for the generator. It might be enough. Thankfully, I left this liquid lock in place so we can still access the room. And then the rest of the hydrogen we will bring out this way. Oh, before I forget, one more thing I had to do is make sure this room here is separate from the outside of the base. So now everything is truly closed off. And we still have the 2 separate areas. These atmosuit docks go upstairs and the other ones go downstairs. And there is no connection between the 2. The hydrogen for the moment I'm just gonna store in a bunch of gas reservoirs. So they can go in like so. Later on we're gonna utilize it for power as well. But it's always good to have some hydrogen ready for when we need it. Now we close off the room and hopefully everything is gonna be fine. In the meantime, we're almost done here. Let's set up the gas pump, make sure we get this out of here. Gas vent, whoops. And we just need to grab a little bit of power there. There, we already have enough liquid. Don't need more than that. I think now we should also change our kiln setup. This is not a good spot. I want it right there probably. You know, here the heat output is not gonna bother us and it's still gonna have enough cooling just from the surroundings. 2 storage bins next to it. 1 auto sweeper on top, being able to reach everything, and that should be our setup for the ceramic crafting. Otherwise it's just taking away too much duplicate labor. So let's go ahead and deconstruct this kiln. Do we have some power that we could utilize? Yeah, I think we should be able to get away still using this same cable here. Good, the pump is now running, we have plenty of time. Let's just wait for the vacuum. And that way we'll have a clean slate once we start working with this minor volcano. We're also getting more and more glossy dreckos. I'm not sure, it's like 7 or 8 that you can keep in one ranch. So I'm just waiting for them to become cramped and then we'll know. Right now it looks like we have 7. The first storage bin next to the kiln we're gonna fill up with coal. In the second storage bin under cultivatable soil, we wanna store clay. And with that out of the way, we can set the kiln to priority 1, the duplicants shouldn't do anything about it, and we can queue up as many things as we want. Refined carbon also only takes coal, so we have all the ingredients we need for the kiln. Also something you let me know, the liquids shut off do actually have an overheat temperature, but they do not overheat by themselves. Meaning they will only overheat if the liquid actually also is hotter than their overheat temperature. Is that correct? Because if that is so, it's actually a game changer for me. And there it is, vacuum achieved. We can deconstruct everything again and get this closed up. There it is, kiln functional and auto sweeper doing its job. We just need to wait for the duplicants to fill up the chests. Also, volcano closed off. We have our vacuum Our duplicants' lives couldn't be better right now. One problem we might have to address is getting more meal lice in the joint. I don't think we have enough. They probably even take more than one plant. However, for every farm tile we add, we also have to remove one tile or make the farm one tile bigger. If we make the room larger by 9 tiles, that would actually be possible. Then we add 1, 2, 3 tiles for the shearing station and another 3 tiles for the grooming station and the drop-off point. This would probably increase the way they have to go in order to get to the grooming station. It's probably still going to be worth it considering we don't have that many ranches, and they will also be more productive if they can eat. So we're going to start with the grooming station, then the shearing station, and finally the drop-off point. With that out of the way, the farm is probably still going to be 3 tiles too big, right? Because we added 9. Well, let's get those machines built first, replace the other ones with farm tiles, and then we'll see what we have to do. Okay, this is already looking much better. I'm gonna replace the airflow tiles with normal tiles because now I have more spaces for gases in here, so the carbon dioxide was able to expand. I don't want that. I was thinking maybe there is a way to automate this a little bit better. If we take apart these 2 ladders at the bottom, we should still be able to use it. However, this is also gonna give us the space for a storage bin. My thinking is I would love to automate the fertilization of these farms, and if we set up a storage bin here where we have our ladder, we can have an auto sweeper there. This guy is gonna reach until here, so if I do that, I can reach the rest of the farm. However, I will not be able to reach the storage bin. So what if we moved the ladder so it is more in the center? Yeah, I think this might be worth it. If I move this guy over to here, then we will be able to cover everything, and right about here I can have my ladder. So we're gonna move the shearing station as well, and the critter drop-off point is gonna move over there. Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna regret this because everything is gonna be automated, and the only thing that still needs to be done is taking care of the dreckos and maybe occasionally filling up the dirt chest. We should also think about how we want to transport materials outside with a conveyor loader probably. And if we have this guy right here, it's gonna be easy. We just need a bunch of rails and we want to go outside. Let's just go straight through here for now, and I'm gonna drop it off at this point. Thankfully, we can already make a conveyor chute as well. Now, everything I dedicate to this conveyor loader is gonna be picked up from the ground because we can cover everything. This means all the phosphorite is finally gonna be picked up, being brought to a convenient spot for my duplicants to store. Before I forget, we need to set all of these plants to not being harvested. Nice, storage bin is in place, cultivatable soil, we want to fill this up with dirt. Priority 5 should do the trick. Quick visit back at our infinite water production. At the moment we're running out of coolant, and in about, let's see, that is 15 or 19 cycles for this geyser and then 15 cycles for the other one, until we have more coolant again. The steam vent here on the other side is going to go into dormancy in 9 cycles, and then we have the time to accumulate more coolant. I think it is adding up nicely, but we still have to observe it every now and then. Now, is this farm finally being built? No, Bert is doing some shearing. Oh yes, plastic all over the place. Ah, look at that. That is a little bit of a shame. If we were able to place the auto sweeper 1 to the right, we were also able to pick up this plastic, but it just so happens that this doesn't add up. Yeah, honestly, that is a little bit of a pity, but I guess we're just gonna accumulate some plastic here. If it really bothers me that we are storing the plastic here en masse, then I'm gonna change it. So, long story short, it bothered me, and so I changed it up. What I'm gonna do now is remove 1 farm tile. I think that is gonna sting less, because now I was able to move the auto sweeper 1 over, and we're able to pick up this plastic. The only thing we're not going to be able to pick up at this point is going to be the fresh eggs that land on the top. Also, I really wanted this gap here to be open, so if a drecko is right here and I'm calling it to the grooming station, it can just go along here. Otherwise, it would have to take the long way around and then go along here. That kind of made sense to me. The ranch is 96 tiles. Good, now the only thing we're missing is cabling, and we have all the power that we need for these machines. I mean, looking at the farm right now, we might even have too much mealwood, but that would be an easy fix, just removing from the right side here as well. And you know, maybe since we're kind of thorough, we could just go ahead, lead the items all the way over here and have our conveyor chute there, so it drops off at the correct spot and we don't even have to have duplicants moving the materials twice. I don't want to go straight at this point because I don't want to mess with the refrigerator. Another thing I forgot to look at are the skill points. Yeah, Bird definitely can use some more skills. Let's get into improved carrying and such. And I think I'm gonna do some strength as well. Okay, totally forgot about that. Also, Ellie, I'm so sorry. You got 6 skill points. So, improved carrying, then suit training, I think, and exosuit training. Yeah, we also have to get into piloting soon. So she's gonna need some research. Let's do that. Field research as well. We are at 7 points. Now we're gonna get into rocket piloting, and that is also the hat I'm gonna give her. And with that, we still have points for exosuit training, I think. Yes. Finally, for Meep, we should also get into the exosuit training. Yeah, there we go. We can do that in one go. And I guess that's gonna be it for now. I need to switch up Harold's priorities a little bit. I don't want him to go tidying anymore, for instance. I also would like him to focus on building rather than digging. Also, supplying and storing can go down. And actually, as soon as I did that, he finally came in, decided to build all of these guys, which were planned for cycles, but he decided to do other things, so priorities had to be sorted. And of course, when I'm making a point about priorities, he needs to go eat. And we're finally done with that. For the moment, we're gonna just enable everything. Yeah, I think I want my auto sweepers to pick up everything and put it in there. And as soon as we finish the conveyor rail, as a matter of fact, we need a conveyor chute here to finish that. But that's gonna be the moment when we start extracting the resources out of the conveyor loader. It is happening. Yes, materials are leaving the station, and now I want to see this plastic here being picked up as well. Looks like we have to chew through a bunch of igneous rock first. Okay. In the meantime, Bert is doing some more shearing. This is going great. Already 4.5 tons of plastic. Of course, it goes much quicker with petroleum, but still, I'm pleasantly surprised. And of course, all the materials are going directly into our storage area. Phenomenal. Now, with these machines in mind, we will probably also have to do some cooling eventually. Right now it looks like the dirt is saving us more or less, because dirt is cool. But yeah, we don't really want this to go above 30 degrees, otherwise we're screwed with the plants. And will you look at that, the plastic has been picked up. Great! I think I'm actually gonna remove this spot so the glossy dreckos cannot actually poop phosphorite over there. I think right now we have enough plants. I'm gonna deconstruct this, place the tile over there, including this guy. And then if we add 3 tiles in here, I will be able to remove 3 tiles there. Wonderful, there it is, the finalized farm. I'm now actually pretty happy with that. We can leave it be, come back to it in a couple of cycles to see how it performs. But yeah, I would say with that out of the way, we are gonna wrap up today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye bye.